been lots of issues in the press lately about bad real estate agents and dodgy real estate agents, and that always gets me a little bit, my stomach churning, because I firmly believe that the majority of real estate agents are trying to do the right thing. They're trying to act in the best interest of their clients and are doing the right thing by their clients. So what are the complaints? And, I had a bit of a roam around old Google and had a chat to a lot of agents over the last couple of weeks. And I think I came up with 5 indicators of, when people, our consumers, are making the choice about which agent to go with, and that is whether it's for sales or for property management. Their major complaints about agents were the top 5, I found, that agents don't communicate enough. So they don't return phone calls. They're not, once they've met them, they don't come through with further information. They don't follow them up. And even if, that person's not quite ready to sell or not quite ready to lease their property out, it's following through and actually saying, hey, we're still here. We're still here to help. Anytime you need us, if you've got some questions, here we go. So not being stingy with your time in giving it to your customers. Second one was one of the major complaints about agents is that the agent is doing too much of the talking, so rather than all of the listening. So obviously you have to impart some information, and for that you need to talk, but listen to your customers. So one of the major complaints about agents is that you don't listen enough. So talk too much, don't listen enough. And it's crying out for me to give the old adage that everybody, you've all heard it a million times before, you were given two ears and 1 mouth. Use them in that proportion. Listen more than you talk. So again, as an agent, heed that advice. Another one of the complaints was that agents don't show enough emotion, that it's about, it's just another job. So, there's not enough passion, there's not enough excitement, no one's asking you to jump off walls, but, maybe some passion about find out some information about the property you're selling, find out some information about the property you're managing. Just saying, when you're talking to people about it, what are the good parts about it? What are the things that the owner told you were good about the property? So, use some of that information and connect. All of those emotional intelligence skills that that everybody's talking about at the moment, and we've been talking quite heavily for the last 12 months in a lot of our training. Use some of those skills, some self-awareness skills, some connection skills, being able to link with people and communicate with people, and therefore connect into on another level with your customer to be able to give them that customer service. This is all about customer service. All of these issues that are raised about why people choose one agent over another agent are all about customer service. So we've said that agents don't communicate enough. They do too much talking. They're not showing enough emotion. The fourth one that came up regularly was their advice lacks substance. So if there's some detail to be found about a property, find the detail. If there's a heritage listing on it, find out what the heritage listing entails. Just don't say, you got to go and find out about it. Get a document, say, I'll send it to you. If there's a pest and building being done, work out how you can access that and talk to your vendor about making that available. A whole range of things. Make sure your advice, there's some substance to it. The last one is a funny sort of one. And when it kept coming up as something when I was researching this, and it was about that agents take on too much work. What it was actually saying, it wasn't saying that agents work too hard. It was intimating that, agents are running from one job to the next job to the next job to the next job. And that was a complaint or a perception of your customers, saying that you seemed more interested in everything else than them at that moment. This is, again, that self-awareness, that emotional intelligence strategy of being calm and present. Let's hope that you've got heaps of work. I really, really hope that you've got heaps of work and that you're super busy, because that means that, your business is working, whether you own the business or not. It means that you're busy and you're a good agent. Remember, I take from this one, don't give out the image that everything else that you're doing is more important than the person you're with right now. So pay attention to the person you're with, be calm, be present, be focused, and yeah, have those little duck legs, like the duck that's very smooth on the surface, but the legs are going mad underneath. That's okay if you're busy, and work out how you can make that work better and look at strategies to be more efficient and more effective. But be calm, present, and focused for the client when you're in front of them. So guys, just a little reminder that we don't need the negativity in our industry. We don't need that, agents are awful, because agents are not awful. Every industry has its bad people, and, obviously property is no different. We just get a bad rap. So guys, think about how you communicate, how you provide your customer service, and how you connect with your clients, and your language. Always really, really important.